extra gas, of course, to pump out all these goons that he will need to face the army of Fantasy. Now Fantasy trying to go in here, and very, very well there. Very nice blockade. Had those vultures managed to get all the way to the main, they could have actually wreaked havoc throughout the mineral line, and that's a nice wall. That's like the Berlin pylon wall or something, keeping the Terrans out. But yeah, that pylon is gonna go down very soon. However, it does buy Stork enough time to bring in his troops and arrange them the way he wants. And you see he's actually going to go with one force from above. You can see it on the minimap, going through the 8 o'clock position and going to attack from both sides this Terran task force. And he's actually doing a pretty good job there. Didn't lose that goon to the mine. Has to take care because there are still some mines planted. Now the goons from above have arrived, and they are killing this last tank. And we'll get rid of that. And as I was thinking, drop into the main. Drop into the main with 1-2 vultures, placing those mines, and a tank disrupting mining again. So doing a good job now Fantasy, after having been blocked at his own natural previously by Stork, to now harass his opponent. And oh, that is some pretty crazy micro right there. That's pretty Boxer-esque micro. He probably practiced with Boxer, I guess, as of late, his micro style. And honestly, it's pretty hard for me right now to say who has the advantage in the game, because although they have harassed each other, Stork does have the natural almost up and running. He is, however, probably kind of a bit low on gas, I expect, right now, since he still doesn't have the second gas, and losing quite a lot of probes right there. That's a nice attack. That was a very nice harass attack. I don't know how many kills. I expect like 6 or 7 maybe probe kills. That was again a nice attack there from Fantasy, weakening Stork's economy. He does have the second gas up and running in the meantime, and repairing that dropship, so probably going to go for another drop pretty soon. I expect again into the main, trying to block that. He definitely will not want to allow Stork to get this third gas, and I think this is his good possibility of winning the game if he manages to establish a good position there and to delay Stork from getting this third gas right here, which is a very difficult to defend expansion because of this very wide ridge over there. If he manages to do that, it's going to be very important. And now Stork going in for the kill, killing one tank there, and in the meantime still sniping the other tanks. Very nice box arrest like micro with the tanks, and with a dropship managing to finally repel Stork's forces. So this map is really very intense. I mean, it's basically harass versus harass versus harass. Nothing static. Nobody's building up their forces. Once they have enough forces to attack, both of the players go in for the throat and try to deliver a finishing blow. None of them, however, has managed to do this up until now. And okay, so we do see now robotics facility. Guess maybe he's gonna go for shuttles, and of course the observers for the mines, but maybe also try to get some shuttles out and Zealot bomb a couple of tanks. We'll have to see. In the meantime, trying to get into the natural right now, and it doesn't seem to be that well protected. The goons are out of the range of that siege tank, crucially enough, and but he cannot go over the bridge because that would mean coming into the range. Two zealots are, however, pounding a little bit at the SCVs. Will get repelled right now though by the siege tank up on the cliffs. And now, very nice, driving the SCVs into the goons that were waiting for them, and managing thus to get a couple of hits on SCVs, and now also to disrupt mining at this second expansion that has been set up here. And so it's really back and forth. It's very hard for me right now to really predict who has the upper hand. It's really not easy. You have to see how. Though actually it could be Stork. It could be Stork, because I see something at the 8 o'clock position. He may have actually taken his third expansion right now at the 8 o'clock position, and that very important third gas for him. So if he secures that third gas and manages to defend that, he could eventually actually outplay Fantasy, especially since Fantasy's at the time being not mining. Indeed, he has taken this 8 o'clock position. I saw that yellow spot over there on the map, and he's going very heavy macro right now with a couple of more gateways, so he's going to be pumping out a lot of goons, a lot of zealots definitely to face off the tanks and the vultures, and so I'm expecting a transition maybe with a couple of High Templar and then late game into Arbiters from Stork, and I think he has pretty good Arbiter play from what I remember from other older replays, and that was a hero. That was really a hero zealot. He ate like 4 or 5 mines that would have otherwise been very dangerous. In the meantime, Fantasy wants to establish the position that he has, a little bit more static game right now, sieging up and getting one bunker up there in between these two bridges, and I think this was the last chance for Stork to get in there before he wants to do any more damage here at this natural. He would either have to, maybe he could go for a storm drop with a High Templar. That would be a good idea, I guess, to go around this contain that has been established at the bridges, or otherwise he will have to go head on into that contain. Again, another drop at the main, this time not as successful though, since there weren't really a lot of probes mining anymore, and they're still getting a couple of probe kills. Nice going from Fantasy there. But losing the dropship in the process, not very nice for him. Templar Archives in the meantime, so we'll see probably High Templar out fairly soon. I don't think he's gonna get DTs. I don't see why he would get DTs, but he's probably gonna get High Templar, storm the Terran army, and then transition into Arbiter with stasis, and he is getting even another expansion, so very good job by Stork to manage to secure all of these expansions. So all of his harassing actually is maybe not necessarily also weakening Fantasy, but also keeping Fantasy from attacking him. So basically the best strategy to defend is just to attack, and running a lot of zealots into the siege tanks, managing to get to the siege line, killing 1 or 2 tanks, but I don't think it's going to be enough. It's not going to be enough to break. He's still getting a couple of very nice snipes of tanks, killing a lot of tanks. He will have to concentrate on this bunker as well, though. Now finally retreating, now that some reinforcements from Fantasy have arrived, but still, that was a successful attack from Stork, and I have to feel that he has a little bit of an edge right now. I wouldn't say a very big advantage, but I would say he has the edge for now, especially since oh, and that was unfortunate. That was really unfortunate, man. He's going to be kicking himself for that. But since he will very soon be 5 bases to 3 bases only, if I see this correctly on the map, this will of course give him a very important lead into this game, and especially getting that 4th gas from the 5 o'clock position, that will definitely give him a very nice position as this game will continue. We'll be able to pump out definitely a lot of units, and Fantasy, in my opinion, is the one that has to do something now. He has not been very successful, in my opinion, at disrupting any of the expansions that Stork put up. They have been harassing each other, but it's as of late rather been Stork that managed to do more damage than Fantasy, and Fantasy also planning those mines but not going in for the 5 o'clock expansion. I'm not entirely sure why he doesn't bring in the oh my god, and he lost like 5 vultures or something to that one. Oh, that is so unfortunate from him. That was great play on the other hand by Stork. So what I was saying